You played the full 90 today. Were you touch and go for Tuesday night? Was there ever the possibility?
Unfortunately not. I didn't start training until later this week, and it was one of them injuries. I tried probably to get back for the Fulham game, which would then make me available for internationals. And I'm 30 now, and I still don't learn. I still try and rush things, and I probably rushed it a little bit too soon, a bit too eager to try and get back for the Ireland games, and unfortunately I couldn't make it.
You were in and around the camp for the two games. What was your overall assessment of the 1 point from the two matches?
Look, it was disappointing. I thought the performance was better against Denmark. We started well against Wales, but ultimately you want to win the games, and we didn't do that. We were disappointed. I do think that we're going through a transition period at the minute. We're playing lads, from the championship, and they're all coming into the team. They're all trying to understand what international football's about, and it's a transition period, and we have to use these Nations League games to get us ready for March, which is really important.
We had your Ireland teammate John Walters on commentary today, and he was talking about your leadership qualities, how you very much lead by example. When you're not able to play for those Ireland games, do you still have a role in the dressing room? Are you still talking before the games?
You try, yeah, you try. It's not where I want to be. I want to be on the pitch. I want to be helping the team. I want to be helping the manager at all times, and it's a duty that I have as captain to try and make myself available to fly over, even if I'm not playing for the games. And I love playing for my country. I love everything to do with Ireland, and we just need to bounce back and try and give everyone something to be happy about.
Yeah, you say transition period, a lot of criticism and a lot of pressure coming on Martin O'Neill, which I'm sure you're hearing. What do you make of it all?
Look, it's the way the game is now. Pundits have a job to do. I heard Keith saying it's the worst Ireland team he's seen in a long time, and I'm not quite sure about that. We're going through a tough time, but Keith has been part of teams himself that could have been questioned at times. So very easy from a pundit's position, and we've just got to do our job, and we are a group that's together. We are playing players that are in the championship. I know you could say the same about other nations, but we're all behind the manager. Sometimes, and I said it here at club level, sometimes players get away with murder. It always seems to be putting the manager's toes, and that's something that really bugs me. Even at club level, I've seen 3 or 4 managers go now, and it always seems to be them who gets the heat. It's never the players, and sometimes we need to stand up and be counted for, and some of our performances have not been good enough.
Keith, as I'm sure you'll know, will defend his role now as a pundit and all that, but as a captain, do you take it all more to heart, the criticism as what's been said about the players around you?
Yeah, I do have to bite my tongue at times. Go
on, let loose.
No, I won't. No, look, Keith has got a job to do. I think Keith is really taking the punditry. I think he might have been trying to make a name for himself, or being a little bit harsh the last night, and that's his job now. That's his role. When he was a player, that it was his job to be a player. It was his job to get on the ball and make things happen, and at times he didn't do that. So it's difficult. It's for players, we're all together. We want to be as passionate as we can for our country, and sometimes it is hard to take that criticism, and Keith would say the same. When he was a player, he would have got plenty of criticism, and he would agree that it was hard to take. So we need to stick together. We need to give the fans something to be proud of, and 100% at the minute our performance have not been good enough, but come March we're hoping to give the country some big nights again, and I think this group of players has done that at times.
John was saying that Robbie Brady could be back for the Denmark game. James McCarthy, I think, is coming back towards the under-23s. There might be a bit more experience on the pitch. You'll obviously be available as well.
Yeah, and I think it's very easy to forget that. I've been injured for a year, and look, Matt Doherty's come in and done great as well, but I've been injured basically for a year. James McCarthy's been out for a year. Robbie Brady's been out for that's three two lads. I don't want to be putting myself in that bracket. Decent players for their country, and I think a lot of teams would struggle to deal without that. And look, I understand pundits have a job to do. They aren't happy with the way we play or the way we perform, but we can't take our eye off the ball, and we need to get together and keep going and try and give the fans something to be happy about.
You've been very good with your time. Go back to the family.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot.